The loss of biodiversity isn't just an environmental issue, it's also an economic one. It affects how firms are valued, their regulatory pressure, investor pressure, and even their reputation. And as new frameworks like the task force on nature-related financial disclosures gain traction, understanding this risk is quickly becoming part of mainstream finance. For business schools and finance students, this means something very practical, learning how to price nature-related risks, assess biodiversity impacts, and identify investment opportunities that deliver both financial returns and ecological resilience. Put simply, knowing how financial decisions affect and depend on nature will be an essential skill for future finance leaders. I think future finance professionals will need a blend of traditional financial expertise and a strong understanding of sustainability frameworks. It starts with being familiar with ESG reporting standards, sustainability accounting, and the new regulatory frameworks are emerging. But there's another layer to it, biodiversity. Unlike climate finance, the tools to measure and value biodiversity risks are still developing and not widely understood. That's where the next generation can make a difference. Finance professionals will increasingly need to work with non-financial data, such as environmental metrics and even geospatial information. In my own research, for example, I look at firms' proximity to protected areas as a measure of biodiversity exposure. Integrating that kind of information into investment analysis and corporate strategy will become essential as sustainability becomes part of mainstream finance. I firmly believe that every student, regardless of their field, can contribute to protecting biodiversity. You don't have to be an environmental or nature scientist to make a difference. It starts with small, everyday choices, supporting sustainable products, reducing waste. However, it also means utilizing your skills, whatever they may be, to make a positive impact. If you're in business or engineering, you can design nature-positive technologies or push companies to adopt greener practices. If you're in communications or law, you can raise awareness or shape behavior better, shape better policies, Even holding of corporations accountable and advocating for transparency makes a difference. In short, protecting biodiversity isn't someone else's responsibility, but it is something we all share as responsible citizens. The finance academic community began to pay serious attention to climate change about 10 years ago, and research on biodiversity finance is still in its early stages. Currently, data providers like MSCI, S&P Global, and Iceberg Lab are developing firm-level biodiversity scores. However, their methods are not always transparent, and such ratings often do not align with one another. So while those tools can be helpful, they do not provide a complete picture. My advice is to remain curious, dig into the data, and do not hesitate to question what you see. Try to connect financial value with natural value, and understanding this link can create meaningful opportunities for building a more sustainable future.